Hi guys, so I have not put makeup on. Today's Tuesday since Friday, and my skin is loving it. I just look extremely pale. This is another library haul. I did finish all but the two Ellen Hopkins books from the last book haul, and that was in a period of 11 days, which is crazy. But a lot of these nonfiction books, like if you sit and read for a couple hours, like you read it. It's just not. I've been really enjoying books like that, and I'm noticing more that's I'd rather like learn information or tips than read like a story has often. I still like to read stories, but it's harder for me to get into them than it is these kind of books. Ellen Hopkins book, Traffic. The one I read half of it, and then I just wasn't invested with the characters, even though it was a sequel to Tricks. I just was like, I won't force myself to finish something. And then Rumble, I started and I didn't like. So I did read a good amount of those though. So I'm going to let you see what I got this time. So the first thing is called French Women Don't Get Facelifts. This is from the same series of French Women Don't Get Fat and all of this. But this one obviously is about skincare, health, makeup, all the things that we know I like. So, I just, anything like this I like, and I was looking through all of the beauty books, and I'm really picky now when I pick books, and this one seemed the most interesting. I think that's the only beauty one. Yeah. Then I love books like this, just like that take like somebody ask a question, there's like a couple paragraphs answering it or debunking myths or whatever. So that's what this is, and it's called Coffee is Good for You, The Truth About Diets and Nutrition Claims. And I did pay attention to the copyrights on these. So this one's 2012. I think this is one of the oldest ones, but it just tells you gluten is harmful, and then it talks about studies. Green tea promotes weight loss, stuff like that. So this is just something like you could pick up, you could read 10, 20 pages, put it down, pick it up again. So a lot of times I'll read a couple books like that at the same time. The next book is The Women's Health Diet. I love any of these ones that are women's health. This I thought was going to be something different, and then when I opened it is what I expected. It's just a non-stop kind of book, like magazine article kind of, in a row of just different things. This book's from 2012 as well. I've been trying to stay in a closer to the year that we're in. I used to not care about stuff like that, but when it comes to health, I think that's important. So it's just like different things about health and why burning, fat and building muscle is important, how fast are you aging, why the smartest diet is no diet at all, trouble signs of a diet, the problem with traditional, why upping your metabolism is easier than you think. And it's continuous. So that'll be this story. And I think a lot of this Measure Your Metabolic Rate is like from their magazine, but it just continues. So it's just like reading like the Women's Health magazine, which is really good, and I need to subscribe again. Just continuously page to page with no real, like there's chapters, but no real reason. It's just a bunch of information, and I love books like that. Then this is called 7 Years Younger, Instant Makeovers, the quick and easy anti-aging plan for beautiful skin, hair, mind, and body. And it's from the magazine Women's Day. The cover doesn't give it any justice, and that's why I don't just read a book by the cover. It's similar to the Women's Health one in that, and I think this one is from, I forget what year this is from. It was like new. I think it's from this last year or something. But it's like a magazine. So it starts with hair, and then it'll break down. These are all the articles they're going to talk about. And they also have like makeover parts, which I guess sometimes I read it because if they have the problem that I do, or it's something I've been wondering how to do, shapeless hair. So they say the fix, and they give you ideas. They give you a couple ideas of different type of products you can use, not necessarily the product itself, but the type. So a heat protectant, something like that. What was interesting to me was the skincare and anti-aging makeovers. So, how to soften crow's feet, how to diminish dark circles, and there they actually suggest products. So this is the Origins No Puffery Cooling Roll-On for Puffy Eyes. And if that's blue tinged, if you have a brown tinge, it's CoverGirl and Olay. So this is a really interesting book. It's a lot, and then it goes into eating, your health, fitness, your mind, how to sleep better. It's all health. It's not just beauty, and it gives you really helpful tips. And anything that gives me tips or advice when it comes to health and beauty, skincare, anti-aging, exercise, fitness, healthy living is a book for me. And then once again, you can pick this up, you can put it down. And then this book is so cliche, like the cover, and it's called Eat Your Way to Sexy. But of course, it got me to open the book and see what it was about. And this was published 2012 as well, but it actually has really, really helpful information in it. Very unique as well. And suggests a lot of things, or how to like get some instant energy. It's really interesting, and this is something, it's like a fun approach to health book. So it writes in a really spunky way, but it makes you retain the information. And of course, a lot of it has to do with sex, sexual health, are you fit, fertility, just things like women, like birth control and like what it does to your body, pre-workout, fitness, all kinds of stuff. It seems like a really fun, interesting book. And then the last book, I'm really shocked that I picked this up, but I saw it and I said, why not? So it is a new book. I think it came out the end of last year, and it's called Kim, and it's on Kim Kardashian. And I like reading biographies. And I mean, I think a lot of us are kind of interested. I don't really watch the show or pay too much attention at them. I've watched the show in the past, but I've kind of fell off of following celebrities. If it's on, once in a while I'll watch it. I think I did a couple weeks ago, but I don't follow it religiously. I feel like I'm too old for that. But I thought this would be an interesting read. And this book is, I don't know if she promoted this book or whatever. This goes through August 2015, so I guess then it was published. So I thought it would be interesting because I read Kris Jenner's book, which, believe it or not, All Things Considered, I think it's called, was fabulous and fascinating because you get the background story to her growing up and what she went through with Robert Kardashian and dealing with losing someone like the love of your life, really, from cancer. And it wasn't shallow in any sense, that book, and this book doesn't seem that way either. So I always like to read about people that I think might be a little misunderstood, and I thought this would be fun. And also, this is Tuesday night, but Friday night and all of Saturday and maybe Sunday morning, we're supposed to get a crazy nor'easter here. So I was done with those books. I was going to go tomorrow, and I decided to go out and get my iced coffee. I won't drink this tonight. I'm just having a little bit for tomorrow. And just get some books so I can read this weekend in that snowy mess. So these all seem really interesting. I don't know which one I want to start first, to be honest. And I usually get about 6. If you notice, I think last time I got 6 too. These are really information heavy, so these might take me a little bit longer than the other ones I got. And also because I didn't read 2 of them, I probably would have went before the storm hit. So it would have been 2 weeks for those 6 books. I'm really trying to push to read now, so I hope that I inspire you guys maybe to go to your library, utilize that free resource, even maybe pick up some of the books that I talked about. I always like watching videos like this. I don't watch a lot of people that do them anymore because it just gives you ideas of things to read because there's just so many books, right? And it gets overwhelming, especially when you're at the library. I really take time to kind of go through, pull the books out, look at them, put them back. I mean, I literally probably only take 10% of what I look at. So I probably have looked at 60 books today and I took six. So, but you got to give it a chance. Like, of course, the cover is not always going to be, the most exciting. Like, some of these books don't have a great cover, but the content inside is so good. So don't judge a book by its cover. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll talk to you later. Stay warm.